Bourbon and Boxing.
What is going on, Bourbon and Boxing fans, man? Welcome back to another episode of Bourbon and Boxing, man. We got a big week this week in the heavyweight division. Going on Friday night. We got a Thursday night fight. Of course, we got fights to recap from last week, man. Of course, you know me as Jeff. You know my co-host.
Big Spade, yes, sir.
Yeah, up in the house. And we got ourselves a guest host, baby. We told you we was doing nothing but big things this year, right? So we bringing on some guest hosts. Let's let our dude Twon introduce himself, man. Go ahead, my guy.
My name, man, Twon. I'm an amateur boxer out of Cincinnati, Ohio. I've been doing this since I was like 16 years old, and just maintaining my life at home, man, on top of trying to stay on top of it. So I'm into, you feel me, fitness and all. So that's pretty much me, my background.
Let's go, baby.
Love that. I hope that whole balancing things at home, man. I do that every day, brother, man. I understand that 100%.
I think we all do.
Outside life and in-house life, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's for real. But, man, how you want to start this off? We want to jump into some news. We want to jump into some recapping fights last week. Man, I really kind of want to talk about that Ford fight. I thought that. That was right there, like, man, in my opinion, going to that 12th round, he had to win that fight. He had to win that round, not just win it. He had to win by KO. I had him down by 1 round going into that. So I was like, man. Yeah, I had him down. I thought he lost the first 4 rounds. He won 5, 6, 7, 8. He lost 9, 10, 11. He had to have 12. He was down by a round. In my opinion, on my scorecard,
I have to agree.
That's how I kind of had it.
I have to agree with you. The first 4 rounds. Go ahead, Twon.
Go ahead.
I was going to say them first 4 rounds, I have to agree with him that he was trying to box him, and that guy was fighting him, and he was walking through it. And after them first 4 rounds, he saw that boxing just wasn't doing it. So he kind of made Raymond Ford jump into his style, which became a slugfest because he felt like I got to fight. You know what I mean? I can't box this guy. I got to really take it to this guy and give him what he giving me. And, man, that's why that fight was so beautiful, man, because it really showed the dog and the guts and the heart in Raymond Ford, and that is how you beat a champion. That is how you go for a championship fight.
He went for it. He went for it. I think I caught it around the 4th round because when I caught it, they was slugging it, going at it. I like Raymond Ford. I feel like how y'all said I feel like his combinations was better. He was throwing more. Like dude was throwing punches, but Raymond Ford throw the up. Over straight.
Yes, he did.
You know what I'm saying? I seen that was his favorite combination, the up, hook, straight. He was throwing a lot of combinations, but he was letting dude land a lot of punches, and he was walking into it, so it made it more competitive.
Absolutely.
But now I feel like when he pushed the gas, sometimes he'd lean off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I thought the first 4 rounds he was trying to figure
him out.
Kind of figure out, you know, what kind of power this dude had, what kind of style he was bringing to the table. You know, if he was bringing pressure, if he was a heavy puncher, or like you said, if he had to go to straight brawl mode to fight this guy. But it was an absolute test of a champion heart. You got to the 12th round. You didn't leave it to the judges. You didn't leave it in anybody's hands but your own hands. And that's the way you go out for Ford. That was just an amazing fight for me, man.
Even the gas on his eye, and I mean it didn't.
I think now that's what I was about to say. I'm gonna say like them couple rounds like that. When he got the gas, I could tell he was bothered bad, but it clicked in his hand like I got to fight because you could see him messing with it, and he slowed down a little bit when he got cut. But after he came out the corner, it was like, fuck it, it is what it is. I got to take this. And his coach, I like his coach because his coach told him, like, man, you got to do this, man. Do this for your family, man. This for everything.
He said, you got to let that dog out. You got to go in there. You got to fight.
And he did it.
And he told him, you're losing this fight. He told him going into the 12th round, you're not winning this fight. You're losing. You got to win this round. And it was more than just win that round. Because I think if he wins that round, you're possibly looking at a draw. Even if he doesn't knock out Odebeck.
Yeah, I was saying it was a draw. Yeah, I was saying that, but I was like, seeing a little bit more from him. I don't know. I could be biased. I was seeing like the combinations he was throwing, and his punches was more effective than the dude punches. Like dude was throwing a lot of punches, but it wasn't effective. Like Ford was making him go back, and I don't know.
To me, I feel like if he didn't knock him out, I think they would have probably took it from Ford and gave it to the guy because he was the champion, and he kind of had that Matias type of fight style. He kind of He was fighting like some.
Which one, Odebeck? Are you talking Odebeck had that?
He kind of was coming his punches wasn't strong. They were just compacted in Matias. Real Matias is strong, but he was kind of fighting forward off the back foot, getting hit and just coming like Sabril Matias.
Yeah.
So what about them saying that Odebeck tore his ACL during that fight?
Yeah, I don't believe that, man. Not the way
I don't either. They're saying that not only did he mess his leg up, but then the commission wouldn't allow him to put a brace on it. And I'm like, why would you? Where are you going to get a brace in the middle of a fucking fight?
Right.
So to me, that one, it was either an excuse or it was a pre-existing injury that he didn't
have that heart of a champion.
Anybody.
Gotta have that heart of a champion.
Yeah.
And guess what? He got a big ass. That cut ain't no ordinary cut. That's a mark for life on his eye.
Oh yeah, that's a gash.
Oh yeah,
he got gas. He needed stick.
That's just like saying, oh, he had a gash and it slowed him down. Nah, if something happened, an ACL, a messed up injury. But hey, man, listen, you can't. Once them type of stuff go on, I don't know, man. I can't put it like that because I don't know how that injury feel myself. But once you in there, man, you gotta. It's killed or be killed, man.
Hey, it's killed or be killed. You feel me? Because all it takes is 3 pounds of pressure.
Yeah.
3 pounds of pressure.
Now, the question is who is next for Ford? They're saying he's not going to stay at 130, or he's going to move up to 130, is what I'm hearing, and he's going to take on
Foster.
I heard Navarrete, but I heard Joe Cordina. I heard Cordina.
He called out Foster, too.
He called out. I know he's.
I'd love to see the Foster fight. I'd love to see Navarrete. I'm a huge Navarrete fan. Huge.
I like Navarrete too. I
don't know. You know what I mean? It's hard.
Listen though, this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna say Navarrete cool until he find a motherfucker that either can box like Shakur Stevenson or got power like Tank.
He's got to find somebody. Somebody can be Navarrete is power.
But you know what? You know Shakur definitely, because he definitely a great boxer, great athlete. But who has he really been in there with to really test his skill level? Because Dos Santos, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like his performance against somebody that could actually fight, and that was
he had injuries. But like I said, we went over this too though.
Right.
Dude, a puncher, right?
Yeah.
He knocked shit out, right?
Yeah. Dos Santos.
So who fight was he fighting? Was he fighting his fight or was he fighting Shakur fight?
He fought Shakur fight. I ain't gonna lie. He was
like Shakur said, was he pump faking him or was he? He said I was beating him with a jab. He said you like he got the power, but he ain't come and get me.
Right. He was beating him with no left hand, and he threw
no left hand. My power hand.
He was. I gotta give it to him. He definitely was playing his game. I feel like Navarrete is a better. I feel like he a better fighter though than Dos Santos, man.
He is he is the most awkward dude in the game. I never seen a dude halfway across the ring throw an uppercut and hit you with it, and you're ducking back and still getting hit with it. Like what the
grit.
But it leaves itself open a lot. Like, but what do you think about Concession's style against him? Concession in that fight when he fought Concession on that Stevenson card, Concession was timing him every time he came in. He caught him like he timed.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Now,
he ran out of gas.
He ran out of gas to beat Navarrete.
Yeah,
or to keep him out in that awkward style away from you. How many people can match that? What Concession did? Concession is a good fighter, though.
I feel
he doesn't get a lot of credit.
Shakur definitely
He gonna
tap him.
pick him apart, man.
Yeah, he gonna pick him apart. Just
and he gonna stay in the pocket. And he gonna stay in the pocket with him.
Yeah.
All that
because that's
swinging over here with the up jab, up.
Yeah, he gonna
ain't gonna work on Shakur.
He gonna make him look like
Oscar Valdez.
Look like Oscar Valdez.
Yeah,
he's just a counterpuncher.
Thank you.
But hold on.
Yeah.
But when you look at both of those fights, who beat Oscar worse?
Navarrete.
Navarrete gave that boy an ass
He ate him alive.
Like he ate him alive. Now that's not saying that it's like I don't like the comparison of two fights.
Hold on.
It's always
but
different.
you gotta look at it like this.
Hold on though. Who took his heart away first?
Man, I don't know. Well, it's hard. Valdez got mad.
Who took his heart away first?
Shakur took his heart, but this is the thing. You gotta look at this. Navarrete is a bully. Navarrete is a bully. Oscar Valdez is fat-footed. He ain't gonna Navarrete can't bully Shakur like that because he a counterpuncher and he light on his feet.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
I'm telling you.
I agree. A toss-up.
I agree with both of you. Even as a Navarrete fan,
I would love to see it. I would love to see it, though.
Struggle with Shakur. I feel like that style.
I love to see that. I would love to see that, man.
I would too, because Navarrete a bad boy, man. Shakur gonna really have to hit him. Dude ain't backing up like Oscar.
Oh no,
and he's got a chin. He's got a chin.
He got a chin. That's what I said. It's gonna take like somebody like Tank. He ain't gonna walk. It's gonna take somebody that got that force and that power. But ain't he moving up to 135? He ain't never fought at 135 though.
He's moving up. He's moving up to 135. But he's got the super title belt, like that super title. That super title allows him to move to 135 to fight for the WBC vacant title, if I'm correct, or IBF. I think it is the IBF vacant belt. But then he can move back down to 130 and not lose any of his belts.
I know Albert Bell from Toledo, Ohio, was talking about it. He's trying to get in position and prepared to fight Navarrete.
Now I heard it was the Berchanko, or is a guy that the fight they're trying to make.
They're trying to make that at 135 because they was trying to make it. Shakur tried to fight for that, but they didn't want to do that, so it went to
Which makes no sense. And then did you hear his trainer's lame ass excuse? He said he's a boring fighter. That's why Navarrete doesn't want to fight. Like, get the fuck out of here.
They all saying
that. Out of here.
Pitbull said the same thing.
Hey, hold on.
Pitbull said the same thing.
Speaking of Pitbull, I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
Who wins between Navarrete and Pitbull?
Navarrete.
The
size, the reach. He's not going to let Pitbull get inside. If Pitbull can't get inside, he has no game. You keep him on the outside. You don't let him bully inside.
But Navarrete come forward, though.
But in that fight, I don't think he comes. I don't think he's as aggressive against a guy.
That's a good fight, bro.
It's a hell of a fight. It's a hell of a fight.
That's a good fight, bro.
Yeah, I got Navarrete in that though, but
I'm going Pitbull, man.
But I tell you now,
man, you love Pitbull, bro. You love Pitbull. I see that. You like him against. I like him against Rolly too. I think he destroys Rolly.
See, I was just about to speak on that. Styles make fights. Even Tank said that boy Rolly can hit. I think Pitbull is too small for Rolly, man. I'm telling you. I think
he's moving up to his weight.
Yeah, man, he's going high up and everything.
And did he ever fight at 135?
Who? Rolly?
Pitbull. He went for 130.
He fought Tank at 135.
He fought Tank at 130, didn't he?
He fought Tank at 130.
Yeah, and then he moved up to 135.
Nah, it was a catchweight.
Yeah, he never fought anybody at 135. He moved up to 135 like last year, but never.
When he fought that tall dude that everybody said it was like a controversial.
He lost that.
Yeah, he lost that.
But I'm gonna tell you what made him little dude lose. He was taking too many clean punches.
Well, he couldn't hit the guy either. He was swinging back.
But I'm saying, dude was letting him hit him, but the punches weren't effective. I was shocked. Like, damn, he ain't even doing nothing to dude. Dude's still coming, but he was just letting him hit him though. Like clean punches. You can't.
He couldn't really hit that guy either. Like, dude was too tall. That was his first fight at 135. Matter of fact, he didn't fight.
Okay, so he did fight one fight.
Yeah, they tried to see. It was basically like a gatekeeper match. But I felt like that guy, I did feel like he lost that fight. That guy was too tall. He was just standing straight up, and Pitbull was just swinging too wild and too round, and he couldn't hit him.
Yeah, I might actually watch that. Yeah, because like I said with Pitbull, his side, he's an inside fighter. If he can get inside, he's gonna, take your body to take your legs out to get to the head, all that other stuff. But if you got the reach on him, you got a big advantage on Pitbull.
Yeah.
Man, guys, let's talk about also my household was super pumped for the Amanda Serrano versus Nina McNicky fight on Saturday night. Now, I'm not a Jake Paul fan whatsoever, motherfucking. I don't support his fights. I don't watch them. I don't really talk about this dude at all. Like, even on Bourbon and Bond, I refuse to talk about, as I call him, fake Paul. But he put Amanda Serrano on. I like his promotional part of boxing. But, man, was that shit Saturday night? Was that almost fraudulent on Jake Paul? Because I feel like they knew about that injury. How do you cancel a fight during the fucking ring walk? Nina McNicky's in the ring with gloves on, ready to go. Nobody told her before she came out.
They told her.
Amanda Serrano knew before she came out.
They told
and
her
they waited till the ring walk. So to me, that was them keeping that crowd there, not leaving before Jake fought. Because to me, man, I mean, he's giving the money back to him and all that other shit. But what do you guys make of that, man? Is that bad for MVP promotions? Or was that mishandled? Or was there nothing they could really do about that?
That was janky promoters.
Yeah.
If she the main event, that's like us. Yeah. That's like us saying. That's just like us saying. Devin supposed to be fighting Ryan, right? And Ryan come out, and we waiting for Devin, and Devin come out and say he got an eye injury. That's something they gotta y'all gotta do that before the people spend their money and people coming. Y'all should have been told the fans and the people.
Here's the bad part. They said they knew 48 hours before the fight. 48 hours. She got her hair done.
Oh, hold on. 48 hours before the fight. I might have to take out money.
She went jogging.
48 hours.
Yeah. He said I ain't saying a fucking word because ain't nobody showing up for Jake Paul in Puerto Rico. They were showing up for Amanda Serrano. Yeah. But they said she went jogging. The chemicals in her hair got into her eye. And she thought they did some treatment the first 2 days before the fight. And then they were worried during the fight the same shit was going to happen. That chemical was going to continue to get in her eye. The sanctioning body said that her eye wasn't healed enough for her to go out there and fight. This is what's being said. Of course, they don't really reveal any doctor.
Why are you putting dye in your hair? You about to fight?
You kind of, well, to me, when you're about to do a fight, that's maybe not the smartest thing to do. Get your hair dyed right before a fight when you know that. I mean, if you're not for sure what the chemical may do, if it leaks, whatever, I mean, so to me, that wasn't really, and I'm a huge Amanda Serrano fan. My wife's Puerto Rican. We support Puerto Rican fighters in our house, man. We love them all. But that to me, I was like, man, that doesn't look good for Amanda. She's a champion though, but it doesn't look good on MVP promotions either. That they waited that long. Like,
I need y'all to come. If I'm Jake, 48 hours, I might have to finesse y'all too.
Well, and also on that outside, he had that deal with Netflix on the line too. So he just signed that like that. His last fight for the Zone was Saturday. His last, I guess, scheduled agreement with the Zone was Saturday, and he officially signed on with Netflix now. MVP promotions. Of course, you guys hear about the Mike Tyson thing, right?
Yeah, getting ready to fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
Now, come on, man.
Man, I feel like Jake knows what he's doing, though, business-wise, man. He a smart man. And everybody might not be a fan of him, but he out there doing what he doing, man.
He getting that money. I wish I could do it. Shit.
Yes.
He's beating these guys by knockout. Like, he's really beating these dudes by.
I wish I could go train 6 months and fight him. Twon, go, come on, Twon. Fuck it.
Go yeah. Come on, man. Go get this motherfucker, guys. Yeah.
We need to get some money. We need some of that part of that.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. The only good thing is I think promotional-wise, I think Jake Paul is going to be a great promoter in the sport.
Absolutely. I
as
agree.
Far as the boxing thing goes, I cannot judge a guy who's fighting guys that are 40 pounds under his weight. fighting guys that are MMA fighters with no boxing background whatsoever.
He know what he's doing, man.
And then fighting a guy like Ryan fucking Borland who threw maybe 2 punches that whole fucking fight and it was just, it's like, dude, you're cherry picking who you want to fight. And real boxing coming up, you don't cherry pick. You don't get to choose who you're fighting. They choose who you're fighting, and you get in the ring and you fight that opponent, and you fight at a weight, right?
In real, but there is some other truth to that. In boxing, you do pad your record. You know, in the beginning they do.
Yeah. I get that part of it. Yeah, like their first 9 fights, 10 fights. You know, you get guys that are that are maybe 0-3 or 1 win or 4 wins or whatever. Or not. They don't have that big record. But you're not fighting at cruiserweight, fighting a guy who's at welterweight.
Nah, they won't even. They won't even
happening, bro.
They won't even allow that. They won't even be able to say. I don't know how he's even. That's why he's doing a lot of expeditions.
Yeah,
he's not doing an actual sanctioned match. They won't even allow that.
I feel like he took club fighting to an extreme high. That's all. Club fights to an extreme high. That's all he did. He took it to a different level.
Yeah, he's selling tickets. He's making money, and I can't.
He know how to sell it. He know how to sell himself, bro. On some floor, he know how to sell himself, man.
He got extreme following though. He's a youth.
That Ohio hustle, man. He got that Ohio hustle in him, man. That's it. That's why I said I would have finessed. I might 40-year ass. She ain't fighting. Hold on. What? Hold on. We gonna figure this out. Because we still gotta know. We gotta still do these what was it, pay-per-view?
Yeah.
We still gotta
it was
that one was on the zone.
Yeah.
It was
we still had to try to do these numbers, period.
Yeah. Oh, he had big numbers. I mean, it was sold out there. I don't know how many.
I'm talking about televised wise, because he ain't just do that to the fans either. He did that to the people tuning in too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man, the fans are getting pissed off if they wasn't for Trinidad coming in there and calming them down. I don't know what he said to him, but he calmed them down.
I would have.
They started booing.
I would have been pissed too. I would have been pissed too. But if I was him, I would have did it.
I mean, he's saying he's gonna give them all their money back. And how much you think that's gonna happen?
I give it.
Down the road, we're gonna read an article. I didn't get my money back.
Guess what? I send y'all money back. I send y'all money back a couple of years later, like a stimulus check.
Yep. You can't. It's in the mail. It's in the mail.
It's coming. The stimulus check.
Check with your mailman, bro. Every day you be like, man, you got a check for me, man. All right, man.
He done a Trump them motherfucker.
Now, like I said, man, I won't talk about the Jake Paul versus Ryan Borland fight, even if we want to say he's a boxer. I don't until like one. I don't know, man. If he fights in his weight division,
what y'all think about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? Who y'all got? What's going on?
Man, I'm going with Jake, man. I would go with Jake.
Man, the age is like Mike Tyson at 20 years old. Fucking Jake Paul ain't even making that. He ain't even looking at Mike, bro.
Hey, can I be honest, y'all? Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I really think that shit's some WWE shit Jake Paul is doing.
That's why I call him fake Paul. That's why I call him fake Paul, bro.
You paying them to lose. Yeah.
But he's gonna bring Tyson in.
Come on, man.
And he's gonna say, look, you ain't knocking me out. You know, we ain't having that, but we'll go an exhibition. Like, because it hasn't said if it's an exhibition or an actual boxing match. I wouldn't think boxing would sanction an older guy like Tyson. I don't know, with certain health issues, heart conditioning, anything like that. At a certain age, I would think boxing would be like, dude, you're almost 60 years old. No way we can sanction that fight at 60 years old. Too much of a health issue, I would think, health risk. But an exhibition-wise, we know what that's going to be. That's going to be rounds of entertainment. 10 rounds of entertainment. And I'm not a Jake
That
Paul.
motherfucker is genius, man. He is genius, bro.
Yeah.
You know, man, bro. He know people go tune in to him fighting Mike Tyson, bro.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude is smart, man. He's smart, man.
I don't watch Jake
Smart,
Paul,
bro.
but I will watch Jake Paul versus Mike
Watch
Tyson
that
as soon as I
too,
saw it.
he know people want to see him get whooped, so that's why
Yes,
people tuning
yes,
in because they ready
yes.
for somebody to retire him from doing this little
Yes.
celebrity boxing. But ain't nobody doing it because he paying them to keep it go dude hustling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, his worst fight had to be Nate Robinson. Like,
Right.
why even fight that dude for? What was he? 5'2"? Like,
his views skyrocketed after that knockout though,
Right.
man. They hit that canvas, bro.
but so many people was ready to beat him up after that. They was like, bro, how you gonna fuck with Nate like that? Like, that ain't even cool.
Man,
but shit.
I couldn't believe how he knocked him out, man. That was pure comedy, man.
Right.
Nate Robinson.
Snoop Dogg
Nate
made that.
Nate
Man,
tried
that
to
was
convince
fake,
everybody he was gonna bring it too. Like, he was like, hey, I got it. He was shadow boxing. Right, he got laid out.
Tyron Woodley, all that shit was fake, man.
Tyron really braced. Did you see that? He braced for that punch.
Yeah,
he
bro.
took that
it was so obvious. Like, he literally just dropped. Like, come on, bro, you ain't gonna drop your hand like that. And
then
he
braced
showcased
for
that
it, like he was ready to get hit with it. Like
what Richard Pryor say? He came from Mississippi, gained momentum in Arkansas, gained more speed in Kentucky. And like, you saw him coming from Mississippi, bro. Like, how you not see that punch? Like, it was
he did see it. If you go back and play the video, he braced for that punch. He literally put his hands down and braced and closed his eyes and twitched his body up to get hit with that.
That's why I can't give Jake no love, man. I can't give Jake no love. Not on Bourbon and boxing. That's the most he gonna get from us.
Let me go train 6 months. I ain't no boxer.
Now, I will say I'll jump in the ring and take a payday.
I wish I could control his ass where we could get this payday, man. I swear I need to be a big troll. Like, man, taking the fight, give me 6 months.
Well, y'all
he really out here changing guys' life though, man. He really out here.
Yeah, changed my life. Shit.
For real. He changed Amanda Serrano's whole life. That girl deserved to get paid.
Yeah.
And not only did she deserve to get paid because of what she's done in boxing, but what she's continuing to do for female boxing.
Absolutely.
You know, doing the 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds. No other woman was doing it. She's been advocating for it. She finally got it through. Huge Amanda Serrano fan, so I don't want to dog her at all.
She definitely started. She definitely started the 3-minute rounds because now she got Alicia, and what's her name? Clarissa talking about the 3 rounds at 150.
We talked about that.
Yeah,
we talked about that. Now Clarissa's got to come up to our. Alicia's got to come to Clarissa.
No, he was talking about the 3-minute rounds.
The 3-minute rounds. Yeah, they.
Well, we were
not that fight, but not the fight, but I know where you going with it though.
But hey, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor has to happen again this year. Has to be 3-minute rounds, 12 rounds, 3 minutes. That fight has to happen. It's almost past that. You know, I mean, that build up for it from the first fight. But I think that's got to be the next fight for Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor in Ireland. Fucking sell out that at that one arena that sets 70,000 fucking people, and you'll sell that whole arena out for that fight, man. And if it goes 3-minute rounds, 12, I'm favoring Amanda Serrano all day.
Oh, absolutely.
Even though all my Irish brethren would be like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" I gotta go with Amanda.
I ain't really seen.
I thought she won the last fight.
I'm with her too on that one. I'm with her.
Yeah. I think that'd be a hell of a one. Man, there's tons of news, man. What do we think about Jermell Charlo got stripped of his WBA title? He's now named champion in recess along with his WBC and WBA title. He's now recess and champion for both of those belts. What's your guys' thoughts on that, man?
He ain't fought in. What is dude going on?
You said Jermell?
Yeah,
it's the young 154.
The one. Nah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it the 154 or the 161? I thought it was the 160.
Is it 160?
Not the one that fought Canelo. The one.
Oh, that's Jamal.
See, I thought it was.
That's Jamal, the big twin.
Jamal, no, the one, yeah, the 154 fought.
No, we're talking Jermell. We're talking
about the one with the mental disorder, the one that had the mental breakdown. That's the 160.
I think they took his WBC, Didn't they give
Yeah,
that?
they took some belts. They took some belts from me and my little brother was just talking about that.
They took some belts from the little one too, and they gave it to Tim. That's how Tim got.
Gave it to Tim Tszyu, gave him that
Tim got his
WBC
belt.
title.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a title like that, bro. Earn that
I
shit.
don't want no title
I was
like
Tim
that.
Tszyu, put that shit to the side, and when I fight somebody for it, I'll take that belt. Nobody wants to be an email champ. Boots in us. You don't want to be an email champ. You know what I mean? You want to earn that, and that's exactly what Tank said. They try to hand him the belts. He said, "Bro, I'll fight for the belts. I don't want to be handed the belts."
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't rocking with that.
I feel like, man, they need to. I mean, these fights, man, need to happen. You know what I mean? It's like people getting their belt stripped. Terrence Crawford, he dominated Earl Spence, but I feel like it's another one out there for your belt. Boots, you got Virgil Ortiz.
Hey, chill out. Chill out, bro.
Give my boy Spade started on the Boots and
Terrence hand down right now, the GOAT to me. But I feel like you still got to get them fighters that chance for that belt.
You do,
but he's your mandatory.
You do, but to get your chance, you gotta prove that you deserve this chance. I ain't just giving you a chance just because the world said I gotta give you a chance. You gotta deserve this chance. Like this ain't, but you know what? I had to go through. I had to jump through mountains and walk through fire to get this chance, bro. Like I had to really earn this shit. I went through this shit. If that's just like okay, that's just like Kobe. He ain't, bro. You had to earn that shit. He ain't giving you the ball just because you can hoop. He ain't passing the ball because you can shoot. You had to show that man. You got to show me that you deserve this. You ain't fought nobody. Everybody you fought, yeah, you gonna look good against them. Yeah, they go because you popping, you the hot new thing going on. Yeah, they gonna say you willing to fight. They was just saying you deserve to fight Earl Spence. Why you can't fight Earl Spence before you get to me? Prove yourself. If Earl Spence was to come back, fight somebody that I actually beat.
That's true. I'll give you that.
See, and it messed up. I ain't mean to cut y'all up, but it got messed up for Boots because Keith Thurman moved up. Sean Porter retired.
Yep, Spencer's moving up.
Ugas got exposed.
And Ugas was never to me on that level.
I'm just saying. Once he had that, once he fought Earl Spence, I feel like, and lost his belt, I feel like if he would have fought Boots, then that could have been in a consideration. Like Boots, the one that dominated him instead of
you know
what I'm saying. But it's really nobody. And it's really nobody for Boots to prove that he deserved the Terrence Crawford fight.
There is.
Terrence Crawford.
Stan Onis. I don't know why Stan Onis isn't fighting. Like I don't get it. He had to fight against Vargas or was it? No, or the boy that just moved up to 154.
Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah, Ortiz. Yeah. He had to fight 2 times against Ortiz. Both times it fell through with health issues. Yeah. And I haven't heard shit from the kid since. Like I haven't seen him fight or nothing. It's almost 2 years going since we've seen him in the ring. But his name at the time with Virgil Ortiz was good enough to put him up against Boots Ennis. 2 years out, right. I don't know now if anybody's remembering who the kid is, but he showed some unreal talent, and I don't get why he went so stagnated. He's with PBC, and is Boots with PBC or not?
Yeah. I don't know. No, I think so.
He's trying to get out of it. He is with PBC.
Okay, yeah. So that fight, same stable, that would have been a fight to make. I just think if you're Boots, you don't wait around for Crawford. He's moving to 154. I think he's waiting for the winner of Tszyu versus Thurman. He's going to re-sign with PBC, take that fight against whoever wins that Tszyu versus Thurman, and that's a bigger fight for him at 154, and he can grab a belt. But to me, like if he does that, does he automatically forfeit his belts at 147? Does he give them up if he moves to 154? Do they make him give them up?
Crawford?
Crawford. Does he have to give up his belts if he moves to 154?
I don't think so.
Give them up. They already took a belt from you. Get that shit up. Fuck them belts. Because I ain't undisputed no more. And y'all took this shit fast as fuck. Like, I ain't even get to enjoy it.
They ain't even take.
No.
I feel like they ain't even take Canelo's, and Canelo's Benavidez.
Right. We just was talking about that. We just was talking about that, bro.
Well, not only that, how many times has Canelo jumped up out of 168 to skip his mandatory to fight somebody? Who'd he fight? He fought two dudes at 175.
Bivol. He fought Bivol and Kovalev.
Yeah. He fought two dudes at 150 or 175 out of his division. No consequences whatsoever. You know what I mean? Now he's skipping his mandatory against David Benavidez. Once again, you can't have rules for everybody else and then say, well, Canelo can do what the fuck he wants. Because then if you're Jermell Charlo, you can bring that up. Well, hold on. This motherfucker ain't fought his mandatory. And he hasn't been, he's been out of his weight division 2 times. But you haven't stripped him of his belt. But he has been. He's been active. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Who can say?
Oh yeah. When you can put 90,000 people in a stadium, 72,000 people during COVID at Dallas, Texas Stadium. Good Lord, for a BJ Saunders fight. that fight made my son. My son saw that fight. He saw Canelo hit him with that uppercut. He said, "Dad, I don't want to fight."
Hey, Canelo was losing that fight though, man.
He said, "I don't ever want to be hit like that ever."
Hey, that was a monster hit. But dude was really, if dude would have kept his hands up, Canelo couldn't mess with bruh. Bruh was
he was doing good, but he was doing
good,
and
man.
Canelo timed that just perfect. Like he
saw
it. Like, dude, yeah. I told my son, I said he's not coming out of the corner. I said he won't come out. I said he shattered his fucking eye. He's not coming out of that corner.
Who y'all talking about?
Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo hit that man so hard. He knew the fight was over before they even went to the corner. Canelo already had his hands up because he said,
Canelo even said it. He ain't coming out of the corner. He knew it, man. But you heard it too. Like
you heard it. It was
BJ ducked and Canelo just saw.
Like, you're talking about the white dude? The white dude?
Yeah. That
was training.
What? They said he was nice too. What happened to him? He ain't fighting no more, huh?
Oh, he ain't fought since.
He ain't fought. Yeah, he broke he shattered his whole eye orbital, bro.
Yeah, he ain't come back out. Yeah,
they said three different spots in this dude's eye.
He had that surgery.
His orbital, his jawbone, motherfucking eye socket. Like he destroyed this dude's eye.
But you heard it. When he hit him, it was so crucial. Like I'm talking about, you can hear it on national TV. Like just the way he dug it into his face, like it was like, oh yeah, he raised his hand before bro even went to his corner.
Yeah,
he said, I just felt it when it connected.
Yeah, Bill was all right too, though.
Yeah, he was pretty decent, man. He's talking about coming back. I saw him on an interview a couple months ago. He's trying to set up fights to come back to, but he's doing a lot more. He made good money from that fight, so he probably don't feel, he's like, man, I made good ass money. I've been a champion. He's out here mentoring younger kids right now, doing training and shit like that. So who knows if he even comes back into the ring?
I don't think so, man. That'll change. Even as a fighter, I got heart, man, and just imagine being hit like that as a fighter, and that just having that surgery. I mean, the way he got hit, that changed his mind on fighting. That was a punch that definitely changed his mind. That'll change anybody, man. Like, let me reconsider this sport.
Crawford should have.
Well, my son didn't even get hit, and he said, "Look, I ain't doing this."
Crawford should have. Crawford should have. Did you show him the Crawford and Errol Spence fight?
Oh
yeah,
he got murdered, man.
He was loving that.
I got a witness, Twon.
Yeah.
Since you've been knowing me, what have I been saying, bro?
Terrence Crawford was gonna destroy him, bro. He was too much for him, too versatile. You said he had too many tools in his box, and Earl was too basic, man. You said he too straightforward. Every time he throw his jab, he always ducked down. Bro, you've been calling it. You've been calling it since everybody wanted to fight.
You know who else told him that? Al Heyman. Al Heyman. He said, you don't want Crawford. He told when they was face to face in the gym, this is like years before the fight even happened. Al Heyman looked straight at Spence, said, you don't want that fight. You don't want Crawford. Like pretty much said, look, Crawford's the real deal. We all know that Teddy Atlas said it too. Teddy said fucking 5-6 years ago, Crawford is the real motherfucking deal, bro.
I think I'm gonna call my name Spade Atlas then.
Spade Atlas.
Hey, I gotta give it, man. You analyzed that fight, man, to a T before it even happened. And even I didn't even agree with you. I'm just like, I don't know if Spence got it. But you was just telling everybody, like, even telling me just like, bro, he got too much. And when I started, it made me go and watch Terrence Crawford. Like, I've been watching, but it made me really go studying before the fight. And I'm just like, man, no matter what hand this dude switch up, he got power in both hands. He's naturally strong. He's athletically gifted. He can dance on you. He can do it all. He can bang with you, brawl with you. He been dropped before. So being dropped and touching that canvas make you dangerous because he know what it's like to get up. So
and what was the fight he got dropped in? That's the fight that Atlas.
It was a black dude that he fought. He got like noodle leg by that black guy. He got dropped back in bull.
No, he ain't get dropped back in bull. He got noodle leg back in bull.
You sure?
Yeah, and he came back to stop him. Yeah, you know that's my boy.
Fight. Teddy broke that fight down. And Teddy said, "Watch his switch. Watch when he switches. Dude come in after he got wobbly leg. He said, watch when he corners Terrence and watch what Terrence does. And he switched his stance right in the middle of dude throwing a punch. He switches, counters, and nails dude. And it, shit like that. Like just Crawford's unreal. Do you guys want to see the Crawford versus Canelo fight? Is that a fight you want to see?
Who? Yes.
Crawford versus Canelo. I know you want to see it, Spade. I know you do.
Canelo too. I feel like Crawford is strong. I ain't gonna say he's too big for Crawford because Crawford got that strength that you just born with. But Canelo got the weight, that weight difference he been fighting at, that body frame he got. He done fought Triple G. He done fought Bivol. This dude been hit by some monsters.
Yeah, he has.
That Terrence Crawford power, I just feel like his body frame is not enough.
Can I tell y'all a secret?
Go ahead.
Terrence Crawford is a big man, no homo.
Nah.
And a small man body.
He is. That's real.
I feel like
I'm trying to tell y'all.
I want to see how he would fill out that weight.
You got to be born with.
Could he get to 168 comfortably enough? Now, I know a lot of these guys walk around way higher weight than what they fight in. You know what I mean? Like,
I ain't got no fuck that.
165. You know what
I'm saying? I ain't counting that.
And he make that weight and be comfortable. You think he's just too talented that it don't matter what size even 3 weight classes. 3 weight classes. 3 weight classes.
I feel like go forward, Terrence. Go to 175 and fight.
I'm going Canelo, man. Canelo. I think Terrence is the better fighter, the better boxer. I do.
Okay, y'all.
But it's just something. It's something about Canelo. He's the way he walk you down. He's a straightforward.
He's not walking him down.
What did I say? Number one thing he's going to do. He's going to put Crawford. He's going to put Crawford in a small ring like he does everybody. Crawford. Canelo's not doing a 25-foot ring with him. Ring. It ain't happening, bro. He's going to.
He's not walking. He's not walking him down.
Ring and a little bit.
I don't think.
Run in, man.
Can y'all hear me? Just listen to me, y'all. Just listen to me. He's not walking him down, y'all.
Sean Porter did it.
He let Sean Porter do that. And then when they told him he was down, what did he do?
He destroyed him. He got him up.
Did he start him down?
He got him up.
Yeah, because I told you, I called Terrence Crawford the meanest fly trap. He will lure you in. He'll let you think you're about to corner him, and then he just fucking switches up, counter, motherfucker. He draws you in. He is absolutely the Venus flytrap, in my opinion.
How many dominant fighters have Canelo fought that can be southpaw?
He hasn't fought anybody like Terrence. I will.
Outside of
Floyd, he's not fought anybody like that.
That's cool. How many dominant fighters have he fought that was southpaw?
None.
None. Now that I think about it, none.
What?
DJ Saunders was southpaw, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, but he wasn't like.
He ain't no Terrence Crawford. Right.
Oh, hell no.
What stance do y'all think Terrence Crawford would fight Canelo in?
Oh, he'll fight southpaw like he did with Spence a whole motherfucking fight.
He's gonna destroy Canelo. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. He's gonna break all that. Yes.
I think he'll destroy. You know what? It's definitely gonna be a good fight because I watched.
It's gonna be a good fight.
I watched Amir Khan come up from 147, and he was tagging Canelo before he got knocked out.
Okay.
He was touching. He was really rocking Canelo, and Canelo just
he ain't got no chin. He ain't got no chin.
That's what I'm saying. But he was winning.
Yeah.
But I watched him come up from 147.
But when you fight them, come on, Twon. How you fight? When you just fighting a motherfucker with grit, a monster, and you really gotta kill. Like, it's different when you beat a person and they ain't getting up, you hit them. And when you fighting somebody and you hitting them with your hardest shot, and they just like, and they coming and they got a different switch. It's like,
it mess with you mentally.
He got a different switch, bro.
Now you know, like, I gotta really fight. Like
he know how to go in
that, like,
and kill, bro.
It's a whole different.
If y'all see that Sean Porter fight, bro,
yeah,
he know how to go in. I don't think for real he took it easy on Sean Porter because they cool. Yeah. But when they told him he was down, he said, "Bro, I gotta kill you, bro. I gotta do my thing, bro. I got to, bro. My bad, but I gotta do you like this." You think Sean Porter? You think Sean Porter went back there like, bro? Don't, bro. I'm gonna fight, but I know, man. Sean Porter knew, man. Come on, man, dude.
His daddy did the right thing.
Yeah, come on, man.
All right, let's talk about dads. Let's talk about Bill Haney, and our boy, our Cincinnati boy, AJ Broner, went at it on social media at each other. Haney said, "I'm just gonna get my son to whoop your ass, motherfucker. You want to keep talking shit to me?" Bill Haney said, "I'm just gonna get my son to whoop your ass." And AB said, "Fuck you and your son. Bring that shit on, motherfucker." He said, "Ryan's weak mental ass ain't gonna be there for the fight. Just know I'm ready to fight Devin when Ryan backs the fuck out." What y'all think about that shit?
He gonna beat AB Shirley, man. I love AB, man, because he from Cincinnati. Got to represent him at the end of the day, even though. He do what he do, man. That's AB, but AB ain't disciplined enough to fight something like that. Devin Haney,
I was gonna say that.
I think that's what really derailed his career was his lack of concentration, lack of, man, I don't ever want to say somebody who fights doesn't have, that gym discipline because, Broner been doing it since he was young. Dude put his time in. He did what he needed to do in the sport of boxing. So I'll never be like, well, he wasn't like he don't put the time in because I don't personally know what kind of time he puts in the gym. But mentally watching him, seeing his mental is where I think was a lot of the lack for him was once he took that first loss, he wasn't really never the same after that.
He's in his group, man. It's just the toxins he put in his body. Devin is just a complete athlete, like Terrence.
A younger
he's like Floyd May. He's like Floyd Money. Money would take his boys out, spend hundreds of $1,000s for them to party and wouldn't put a drop in his body, and then go running at 5 a.m. after being out with them till 2 a.m. at the club and go run at 5 in the fucking morning.
That's a whole different mental, man. That kid, man. Watch what I say, man.
Let me ask y'all this. Who would y'all rather fight? AB versus Devin or Devin versus Ryan?
Man, I'm not a Ryan's
overrated. I don't want to say neither because I feel like
Ryan's overrated.
Both, bro. He about to tag them both. I feel like Ryan got a better chance.
I feel like I'd rather fight. I'd rather watch AB because it'd be AB always got that if factor. You get what I'm saying? Like,
he does, but I think his age.
If he say this, I ain't gonna go off his age because boxing can go a long way if you're disciplined. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm talking about with his age. Like, his age comes into fact with his discipline. Like,
I'm saying though, but that's what I'm saying. People always want to see AB because it's always. He sold himself with a if factor. He always got that if, but
he got the name. He's got the name too.
Yeah, the name. He always got he gonna always have that if factor about him with us.
Yeah.
Like
last time I saw him on the zone,
Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Last time I saw him on the zone, he looked like me in a white t-shirt.
Yeah,
that's not a compliment. That's not a compliment.
For real.
He looked like me in a white tee, and I was like, bro, he
Yeah.
got a little chunky,
You can see the you can see the shit. You can see it even when he with Bill Haney, his face fat. Like that's
It's
the
right
one
here.
thing. That's the one reason he will not be able to beat Devin Haney. The second thing is
hell no. This
the
is all
second,
setting up the Teo fight. That's what they're doing right now. They're setting up that Teo fight. I don't think, man. Look,
Devin Haney versus Teo.
Ryan. I think Devin and Teo fight.
They gotta be that.
Teo's mental. He's another AB. He's mental. If he's in the right fucking state of mind, he's a dog. But when he's out of his mental, dude has no control over himself in the ring. Look at the Ortiz fight. How do you not ask for a smaller ring? If you can't cut off the ring, you're the A side.
I ain't gonna compare. I ain't gonna do to you on AB though. I ain't
that. Like it's little things. Like I like his dad being in his corner, but I think his dad is his worst enemy also because his dad is a hype man, not a coach. His dad will hype him during a fight instead of calming him down. Like instead of saying, "Look, calm down. Don't chase Ortiz around the ring. Hit him in the body. Get his legs weak so he can't run from you. If you can't cut off that ring, you got to find a way to calm it down. Make him come to you. Like we saw Teo just out there.
Man, he lost that fight.
He wasn't even close.
A lot of people said that Jermaine didn't come to him. Jermaine came to him, and every time he came to him, he won the exchanges.
He was winning the exchange. I think the judge punished him though, because I think Ortiz stood a better chance with his original style than the style running around the ring. Because Ortiz has great hand speed, great footwork, and he's got a little bit of power to him. I think he could have fought more with Lopez, and I think the judges punished him for that. Being a championship fight, they're like, look, we're not going to reward you for throwing two more punches than the champ did. You have to show us why you're the champion, why you should be the champion. He didn't show enough, and I think that's why they punished him in that fight. But you're right. Every time they went in, he was winning those exchanges. But it just, you know what I mean? He got punished because of his style. He went away from what he does best. And I think that was bad for him because that's not who he is as a fighter. But now every casual is going to see him in that style in their head because that's the last way they saw him. And that's not who Ortiz is.
No, it's not. It's not at all. Not how he fought Lomachenko. Just a lot of people give him his respect. Fighters give him his respect. He is a well-known fighter, but like you said, he did go with a whole different game plan fighting Teo. And I think
he moved up too, y'all.
Huh?
Yeah, he moved up. No doubt.
Yeah,
he was a smaller guy coming in. You could see it in the ring. But even he said after the fight, my trainers, I listened to what my coaches and my trainers told me to do. They told me to fight like this. So even at the end of the fight, he sounded like that wasn't what he wanted to do. But as a good fighter, he listened to what his trainers and coaches.
He should never made that announcement.
What they practice. But you also got to have say too. Speak up to say, hey, look, I want to fight this style. That's my style.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, the style that he doesn't fight is what lost him the fight.
Forget speaking up. Forget speaking up. You in that ring. I mean, you got your team behind you, but you the man in that ring. So you got to show them, okay, this ain't working. I'm going to try that. I'm going to show them this the better thing right now working for me. And then they going to realize it too. It's a team thing. It's a team effort. If you can't, if you're not showing your coaches this, what they saying ain't working, but what you know going to work is working, then they can't see it either. So it's all a team effort at the end of the day. But you got to still show your coaches. You saying it ain't gonna say nothing because a coach gonna be like, man, stick to the plan. You feel me? But when you go in there and prove what you thinking and what you know gonna work, then they gonna be like, okay, they gonna add to your sauce. Then you gotta show your coach. Sometimes you gotta show them without saying. You get what I'm saying?
Because even just from experience of me just fighting amateur, you got coaches that are try to make you fight like a guy 6'1". You know what I mean? I'm 5'5", so you got to go in there and show like that's not me. I'm a fighter. I'm not a boxer.
I want to get inside. I don't want to be at a disadvantage, reach advantage, all that other shit. I want to find out how I can get inside on this guy who's taller than me. And I think Ortiz's team, you got to go back and question that. Because to me, they didn't have enough confidence to have him punch with Teo. they figured, and I get it. Teo was the bigger puncher. He is the heavier puncher, in my opinion, than Ortiz, especially coming up in weight, being the smaller guy. But you can't let your fighter know that you're afraid he's going to get knocked out.
Right.
You got to present that confidence to him that, hey, we're confident enough that your style can win this fight instead of completely switching up. And, like I said, he got punished for it, though. And that sucks for a guy like Ortiz because now he's going to have that outlook by casuals, by people who aren't a fan of the sport to say, well, he's a boring fighter. You know what I mean? Everybody watches the Shakur fight that don't watch the Shakur. That's all they can. Oh, he's a boring fighter. Have you watched Shakur in the past? He's not a boring fighter. He's a good fighter. That fight against Dos Santos was nothing what Shakur is. Like, that's not who he is as a fighter, but that one little outlook, and now you got guys like Navarrete using it as an excuse. Oh, he's a boring fighter. We don't want to fight him. Like, it's silly.
Damn, we just jumped the gun though, y'all. We ain't say nothing about Bill Haney.
I know we talked about him a little bit, but it was just more of them going back and forth and AB pronouncing that, hey, I'll take Devin when Ryan steps out of this fight, because I'm gonna be real with you, just like you said in the beginning, Twon. Garcia doesn't want this fucking fight, bro. I know he doesn't want this fight. I've been saying it all week on social media. He's not mentally fucked up. He wants
He don't want to fight. Yeah, he don't want to fight.
And you know why he doesn't? Because he doesn't want to give Oscar De La Hoya a big fucking payday. That's why he don't want this fight. And not the confident that he can't beat Devin Haney, because he knows he's got one fight left with Oscar, and he doesn't want to give Oscar a big payday. He already tried to make the Rolly fight, which was a lesser fight, even if he goes and grabs a belt as his excuse to go fight Rolly, so he has something when he fights Devin. That was all a way to say, Oscar ain't getting fucking paid by me, not one more time. But he can't do shit about that. Give Oscar that big payday.
He can't do nothing about it. Nah, because after he lose this,
that's it. That's it.
That's it. He's not going to get another big fight. Not like a Devin.
Yeah, he's going to have to build himself back up again.
And I also think he knows that, too, that if I lose this fight, my career is almost... And it sucks that you say that 2 losses.
He's going to be fighting
yeah, he'll be in there with AB, and Don King is still be getting rich off his fighters, bro. I can't believe AB is with Don King, bro. Like, that blew my mind when I saw that. I'm like, Don King is still in this fucking game, man. Like, he has robbed so many people.
You know, I was trying, manager. I was trying to get him with Don King, man.
Hey, man, I'm telling you right now, I watched Don King's life story. That motherfucker's real. Like, y'all don't. Don King's real. Like, he went to prison for killing a motherfucker and shit. Like,
he's comedy, man. Something wrong with him, man. Dude,
hey,
he was the Suge Knight. And still is the Suge Knight of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's a Suge Knight of boxing, bro. Like that's how I look at Don King. But that's how I look at De La Hoya. He's the new Don King of boxing, because he brings in these guys and he doesn't, like, he gives them promises and he's like, man, we're going to make you the best, but he don't pay them when the time comes. That's why him and Canelo split up. That's why I have a hard time believing that Jaime Munguia is going to get a fight with Canelo.
Man, he don't deserve
Canelo gonna go do business with Golden Boy,
man. Munguia, man, he don't deserve that fight with Canelo, man.
He doesn't deserve that fight. But number 2, is Canelo really gonna go do business with Golden Boy, the team that he had to sue to get paid? And if he even got paid, even after the lawsuit, because he sued him for $300 million contract, like it was unreal.
If he ain't fighting Benavidez, I don't want to see that shit.
He going after Edgar Belang, but how you say his name?
Edgar Belang.
They better not get him that. They better not get him that fight, bro.
That's who they saying he going for, and I don't even want to see that fight.
Well,
this is what
this is what I have been hearing, though. I've heard that the Zone don't want to pay him what he wants to be paid for the McGee and Berlanga fight. That's the whole reason he didn't want to fuck with PBC, because PBC was like, look, we ain't paying you $35 million to fight Jamal Charlo. That fight isn't going to register $35 million fucking dollars. Like, so we're going to lose money if we pay you $35 million on that. That was the whole thing. I think, like, PBC was dead set. you're going to fight Benavidez in one of these 3 fights. Canelo was dead said he wasn't going to fight, and he was going to take Charlo and get paid for that shit. So to me, and like I said, I'm hearing the zone doesn't want to give him his money either. So if you got 2 companies saying, look, man, we're going to pay you, but we ain't paying you hundreds of millions of dollars for a fight. Like, what's his next move? Is he forced to fight in David Benavidez? Is that fight forced for him if he wants to make the money? Because you can go to the Saudis and make that goddamn fight, and both of them dudes are going to come out rich as hell, right?
Right.
I mean, that's what I would think in that situation.
You ain't fighting Benavidez. I'm tired of talking about Canelo.
I know you are. I know you are. You fucking hate Canelo, bro. When we talk about him, like, I don't want to talk about him no more.
I don't like a cheater either. I don't like a cheater.
Hey, 2 times, right? 2 times.
Yeah,
and he's not the only one in that camp to get caught. We just saw what's his name?
Oscar Valdez.
Oscar Valdez got caught right before the Shakur fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it's not. He's not the only one in that stable.
And then they try to put him like he was that. Like Floyd ain't beat the shit out of him. Like, come on, man.
Triple G beat him though. Triple B beat the hell out of him.
I ain't never watched that fight.
Yeah, the very first fight, Triple G beat him, bro.
Triple G won that convincingly. Like, it wasn't
They say the one Cuban beat him too.
Who? Laura beat him. Laura beat him. He outboxed him.
Laura.
Yeah.
Mauricio Laura. I don't think it's the same dude. I'm thinking of Mauricio Laura.
Nah,
right?
Laura.
Mauricio.
It's Laura. Lawrence Erlandi or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he fought him.
I didn't watch that one.
Lawrence Erlandi beat him. He fought him like Floyd, and they gifted him the win over Laura.
Yeah, I heard that a lot too.
Yeah. Laura beat him. Triple G beat him the first time, and then he tried to cherry pick with Bivol, but Bivol was too much.
He's been cherry picking since after Bivol. He's been cherry picking for the last 3 years, bro. Like, I've been saying that. Everybody's like, nah, he fights the best. I'm like, bro, he cherry picks.
Man, he ain't fought.
He's picking who he wants to fight. He's not fighting his mandatories and shit. How did John Ryder become a mandatory?
Canelo resume, if you really look at his resume, he ain't got nobody on his resume. Cotto and all them was washed by the time he fought them. They was old. Who do he really got other than Triple G? Triple G is his biggest name.
Yeah, and he lost that fight the first time, and you could say it was maybe a draw the second time. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But hey, what's your thoughts?
He won that third one though.
That was horrible, bro. Triple G's like, I don't want to fight. I saw him in a jumpsuit. Dude was like, he was looking thick. he had that little belly on him. He had his little coat on, had his belly out. He was just chilling. I was like, yeah, he's done with fighting. But look, guys, what's your thoughts on Netflix coming into the boxing game, man? They're going to sign on with MVP Promotions. Jake Paul, it's a done deal. We already talked about the Mike Tyson, the first fight going on July 20th. For that, Netflix bid for PBC, and they lost out to Amazon. They really want to get into the live sports game. How do you think that works for Netflix? I
think we just got to sit back and see how it play out, because just like that one, what was it, man, that BLK, what was it that?
Yeah, that didn't last long at all. Yeah, you're right.
I brought that up.
We just got to sit back and see how it play out, because Netflix is a big, major thing. But let's see if they can really bring that, bring the limelight, bring that promotional and all that to their company to see how it pull out. So we just got to sit back and watch. It's just something we got to see it play out.
Yeah.
My question is, I think the same thing with Amazon.
Yeah.
Do they have that platform like that? That pay-per-view platform, that live TV platform, which I think is what PBC is coming into trouble with Amazon. Amazon and them signed that deal, but I don't think Amazon was ready for that level on what they were going to have to do with like the pay-per-view events and stuff like that, on how they were going to exactly plot all this out. So I think that's what's hurting Amazon and PBC right now. While that's the reason Al Heyman is out looking for other platforms, because they're like, look, man, these guys aren't ready for this level of platform. Now, MVP is not on PBC's level, right? We know that. MVP Promotions is a smaller production company, up and coming new. So we know they're not Al Heyman and PBC and fucking, 100 fighters in their stable. So it might be easier to start with a smaller platform like that for Netflix, who's just now getting into live TV. What's your thoughts, Spade? I felt like you had something to say, and I cut you off. My bad.
Nah, I was listening, but I had something to say a long time ago.
Well,
And
say it, bro. Say it.
I just feel like it's too many people with their hands in boxing, and boxing hasn't met its high peak yet. It ain't. It's still at the bottom, man. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
so that's just like ABC, ESPN, TNT,
Well,
NBC,
Peacock's back in the game.
all them showing NFL games. But they did it when the NFL took its peak. Boston still is down here. They can't even figure this shit out. They can't figure out. They don't know
why
how
they can't figure it out. Too many promoters. Too many
managers. That's what I'm saying.
Too many people in the honey pot trying to get their
money.
Too many belts. I'm talking about it's lineal belts.
And I'm gonna say this. Hold on, let me say this too, though. Let me say this too, though. They gotta treat boxing like they do NBA.
Yep. NFL, NBA.
They gotta scout talent, bro. They gotta scout talent, bro. You gotta scout this talent, bro. You gotta go to these tournaments when these kids is 10, when these kids is 15, when these kids is 17, when these kids is amateurs, and start and build that shit up from there. You can't. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of boxers in the world, just like it's a lot of people playing basketball. Select few gonna get picked, right? But y'all should be scouting these boys as their kids, and they going to the USA national tournaments and stuff like that. Like, and have them coming out when they do come out as pro, coming out with deals, or they get a certain kind of contract just because they made it to these tournaments and this certain type of level, which I think Top Rank do, because they be getting a lot of fighters that fight in the Olympics and things like that.
They got Floyd Schofield. He was ranked.
Oh boy, I like Schofield. I like.
He with the zone. He with the zone.
Schofield's with the zone.
Yeah, he with the zone.
Oh yeah,
he with the zone.
Oscar. I thought he was with Golden
Boy.
He is with Golden Boy. Yeah. And they actually
they fight on the zone though. Yeah, but he fight on the zone. He fight on the zone.
But he fucks with Top Rank too, though. That's the one. Golden Boy. Yeah, he crosses.
I was gonna ask y'all too. Did we talk about this? Well, I'm gonna ask Twon, because I think we talked about Abdullah Mason or Schofield.
Abdullah. Hands down.
Come on, man.
Abdullah Mason, bro. That's the next floor.
All motherfucking day, Abdullah Mason.
That's the next pretty boy Mayweather. You hear me?
Then I put that on my status, didn't I?
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, that's the next pretty boy. He ain't Floyd. He pretty boy Mayweather. You hear me?
Yeah.
What I tell you. I'm telling
boxing. You heard it from two people that Abdullah Mason is the next motherfucking Floyd Mayweather.
Not Floyd Mayweather. Pretty boy.
Pretty boy. Y'all heard it.
He was stopping everything.
Not money, man.
Yeah. Pretty boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck yeah. Sure. I'm a huge Abdullah Mason fan.
Man, he got dog, man.
Boy from Cleveland. We got to get him on for an interview. Like, get these dudes lined up. What you was talking about, paying attention to the levels coming up and everything like that, man.
Yeah.
That's what we want to do here on Bourbon and Boxing, baby.
That's what Top Rank do, man. I'm telling you.
Dudes some attention, these amateurs in the Cincinnati area, these young kids in the Cincinnati area. We want to give them love on our channel, man. We want to be able to go there, film it, let everybody see what these little dudes are doing, give them their love, give our amateur boxers love on here, because Cincinnati is a mecca, baby.
Man, we I'm glad you brought that up, man.
Go ahead, Twon, because I met Twon
spoke on this, man.
Twon to speak on
about
something
our fighters, man. I love our city, and we run amateur boxing, but we all got that style, man. And it's something about our style that struggle with these fighters, these kids that really know how to bite down and really come forward like these Mexican fighters. And we losing all these major tournaments, and we even when we turn over pro. What's going on with the style for us in pro? Why is we struggling in the pro when it really comes to that grit of fighting? Like, our guys is, man, they smacking with their punches and stuff, and we run amateur, but we run racking up points. They teaching them to rack up points, but what about the fighting? They not teaching them how to really fight.
How to win that fight.
How to really fight. and they
be a
losing.
forward in the 12th fucking round and win your fight in the 12th like a champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot of Duke Regan, big fan of Duke, and I felt like his last 3 fights, I'm like, where the fuck is Duke at? What's going on here, bro? Like, I'm not impressed with him.
Duke ain't it
Like,
to me. I respect my city and I love my city, but Duke ain't. He just ain't it to me, man. He just ain't really fought nobody that's gonna change his mindset as
no,
far as
and Top Rank's notorious for not giving these guys the big fights early. Like they baby them the first 16 fucking fights, really. I mean, look at Edgar Berlanga. He was 16 fights in, they ain't fight a single motherfucker. 16 knockouts. They were hyping him like he was the next big thing out there. And then when he fought a vet fighter, he had to bite this dude's ear because he was so aggravated with this dude fucking him up and just being so much of a challenge for him. But that's Top Rank's job on really developing these guys a lot better.
And
but
Duke ain't got no power, man. When he really fights
no
somebody that's
power.
coming,
I said that with his last fight. I said this dude lacks the power that he's going to need. Man. You are not outboxing everybody that steps in that ring. These Mexican fighters, bro, they got a chin of steel. They'll go 12 motherfucking rounds with you, and they'll take an ass whooping for 12 rounds, bro.
And they turn it up and come through that shit like
that's all right, man.
Mexican fighters.
That is Cincinnati's number one downfall is Mexican fighters. I'm telling you,
man,
people that really got grit to them.
Go ask the UK. Go ask the UK about Mexican fighters.
And it's funny that you say that because Ricardo Williams, his first loss was against a Mexican fighter.
I'm telling you.
And then dudes, that's crazy. But a lot of people don't realize these Mexican fighters, before they even come to the States, they've already fought 300, 400, 500 fucking times, bro. Like these dudes are down in Mexico fighting 100 times a fucking year. Like, well,
but they even dominate. They even be dominant, especially from I want to say, man, where is that from? I don't want to say Austin, Texas, but the Mexicans down there, I want to say down there from Austin, Texas, man, somewhere. I don't want to quote it wrong, but it's a state that they be coming out of when them amateurs be in them tournaments. Man, them Mexicans they be in the number 1, number 2 spot fighting. You know what I mean? People be beating them, but it be them number 1, and that's how they be getting ranked number 1. But them Mexicans, they always make it to the finals.
They gotta come forward with style, bro. They gotta come forward with style.
Yeah, they aggressive.
But we got a couple of like now. We got some little amateurs. They coming for you. Like they coming. They got the style. It's one little fighter. I ain't gonna say his name right now. I'm gonna shine some light on him though. But he
do some love on him. I know who
I'm gonna give him some love. I'm gonna give him some love on him. Nah, I'm gonna give it to him when I really want to. When I want to really shut him out.
You heard here. Earn him, bro. I'm ready to hear who you are.
He got it. I'm gonna show you. I want it. Like when I talk about him, I really want to like bring him down there, bring him and talk to him. Like he does special. Like he does special. Like he does special. All right,
guys, let's get to this combo. My dude, Big Baby Anderson. What the fuck is he thinking? Running from the popo, a 30-minute car chase, 3 police officers chasing this dude. They said they think he did it intentionally. He had a camera on the back of his Charger. He had some badass Charger. He had a camera on the back of that shit. They're saying they think he intentionally fucking did this. What's going on with my dude's mental that you're this far in the game? You're this close to being that motherfucking dude that pops off in the heavyweight division. And this is the shit you pull right now.
People got to understand he's still young.
Still a baby. Yeah.
What, 23, 22?
In my 20s, I made a lot of dumbass decisions. So
and I'm gonna say
understand that part of it.
He's going through some life changes too.
He on a different level, and he should be acting more professional, especially when you making that type of money and stuff. You know, you just don't. I don't understand how you
can't jeopardize that.
How is you going backwards, man? How do you do that? You were supposed to be trying to make it out, man, and do better things. Like
especially after he told his story. He told his story on ESPN in his last, I think the last fight or the fight before that. You know, how his brothers he's got a brother in prison. He came up in that life. He's trying to get away from that, and then he pulls this. To me, that's just not, like they're considering this a felony. Does that stop his fight coming up in April 13th? I mean, do you think he still gets to that fight? Like they're calling this a felony, bro. So what if he goes to jail? Like, is he gonna be able to be out in time for this fight? What about training camp? Everything like that, man.
No, he gonna be good. It take time. It take time for. It is a felony, a failure to apply. It is a felony, but they gonna smack you. And they gonna give him a tap on the wrist.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm sure Top Rank got some good lawyers. I'm sure they got the lawyers there to back him up. But yeah, to me, man, I'm a huge Anderson fan. Like you said, he needs a next tier level of guys. I think the best guy to challenge him, who was Miller, was the best dude to challenge him. The one thing that we talked about with Big Baby Anderson, he got to stop the lean back. You got to stop that lean back. You're setting yourself up for big over the top right hands and left hands, and you're just not. I hate the lean back
because he did that though. Then Miller,
he got caught. He got caught with a left overhand left too. That stunned him, had him wobbly leg. Now he recovered well from it, and he got caught at the end of that fight, also right before the bell rang. He got caught too. So I mean, to me,
I like him in a southpaw position. He should have stayed southpaw because he was going under. He was going under his punches and he was protecting. He took dude left hand away from him, but like I said before, he was talking to somebody in the crowd and he asked him what side should they go, should he fight on, what stance, and he went. I guess they told him orthodox. That's when he went back orthodox and he started doing that lean shit. Did he drop dude in that fight? Didn't he? Right?
Yeah, he did.
He dropped him what, mid round?
He stopped him, didn't he?
No, he won the fight. I don't think it went all 12 rounds.
Yeah, he dropped him decision. He dropped him in the 12th round.
Remember,
that's the first
not
time
the 12th round.
Trouble, though.
Not the 12th round. I meant to say he dropped him.
I want to say what when eighth or ninth round he dropped him in. Like it was a little bit past the mid round.
I know he dropped him though when he was in the southpaw stance and he took dude left hand away.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, he's got to make better decisions, man. He's got too much talent. I like him at heavyweight. Want to see him challenge a little bit more.
He really gonna be able to? You think he really gonna be able to compete though with them heavyweights? Like he a small heavyweight.
Not with Fury at 6'9". Not with Joshua
even just Fury.
6'7".
Like you got, I feel like Anderson is good, but you got Edgar Berlanga. Like them upcoming heavyweights, they kind of. I'll say Gerald.
I think he would beat Berlanga. I think he beats Berlanga. Yeah. I think he beats Berlanga. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with Berlanga.
I'm not either.
I think Anderson has a lot more potential than Berlanga does.
What about David Morrell?
Fuck. God damn, bro. David Morrell is a monster. I have to see. He's the same as Big Baby Anderson. I've yet to see him really challenged.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him against top competition to really say, hey, that like I love his boxing skill, I love his ring IQ, I love his power, but I had to see him against somebody like even we talk about him all the time, little white dude, Caleb Plant. Even him, challenge against him or put him in there against a Boo Boo Andrade, guys who have experience in the ring. He destroyed Berlanga. I think he destroys Berlanga. But even against a guy like he put him in there against Boo Boo, put him against Caleb Plant.
Boo Boo ain't no slouch though. Caleb ain't
exactly. Boo Boo's a good competition with his southpaw, different stance, all that other stuff. He's a lot better than what people gave him credit for. The David Benavidez is just that good.
Yeah, and he
doesn't take anything away from Boo Boo, but you know what I'm saying that would be a good test for Morrell at that level. Right. But Big Baby Anderson, man, he's got too much to lose.
Hold on, give me a second, y'all. I'll be right back.
All right. But yeah, that's how I feel about that, man. I just think, he's got to make a little bit better decisions on, because he talked about his situation, his growing up, his brother. So you don't want to follow that same path.
Absolutely.
You recognize it, be smart enough to avoid it.
And you got to get you got a way out. You got to get. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You got something that a lot of people, you 22 years old and you doing something that a lot of 22-year-olds don't get that chance to do. That's amazing, man. That's a heck of a blessing. and you out
Yeah.
here doing this. It ain't worth it.
Yeah.
You just need
Yeah.
that
You
right
get.
person in this corner to tell him like enough is enough. Get serious. Stay
Mm-hmm.
on track.
Yeah.
Live your
Yeah.
life the right way. You know what I mean? And he
Yeah.
ain't
Even
there,
if you
man.
sat inside and you had to be bored all day to
Yeah.
make sure that you're not making dumb decisions in life, making sure the people around you are the right people,
Yeah. Fly
not somebody
overseas,
who's like,
man. Yeah.
let's go do something stupid.
Yeah.
You ain't got shit. Like, you ain't got nothing on the line. Of course, you want to do something stupid. I
Oh,
got everything to lose. Fuck
right.
that. Just better choices by him, I think, man.
Absolutely.
We'll just continue on with the Anderson talk there. Big Spade. Oh, man. Y'all hear about Manny Pacquiao? This dude don't give up. He
Oh, he
wants
want
to
to fight in the Olympics.
Nah, he got turned down for that. They said, take your old ass the fuck on, man. You was way too old to be coming back for the Olympics. But
Right.
now, supposedly, he's in talk with a fight with Conor Ben, and they're saying May or June. Like, they already did a face-off and everything. Come on, man. When does Manny Pacquiao walk the fuck away from the sport, man?
When
Like,
it's gonna take him to get realized, it's gonna take him to get hurt, man. I'm telling you, it's
yeah,
he's a fighter, man. That stays with you. You know what I mean? Some of these guys, look at Evander, look at Floyd and Roy. Like that's
Look
just
at Mike Tyson.
yeah. I
yeah,
mean
yeah,
I mean Roy and Mike Tyson. That's who they are, man. You can't take that
yeah.
spirit.
It's in your blood.
It's in
Yeah.
the blood, man. And even
But
though oh
instead of keep jumping it back in the ring, take that shit to the younger youth.
yeah,
Show them what you know. Be a
absolutely.
mentor. Be a coach. If you really love the sport like that, take it to the next level to say, hey, I'm gonna not only just I can't keep fighting. We know that. You know what I mean? But I can train and I can show everybody what I know. I can teach young kids what I know. Take the Philippines to the next level. He's got a son that's in the sport now too. So
I
take
was just
that
about to
energy
ask
you
what he
got.
doing.
Yeah, put that towards your son. You know what I'm saying? And then that energy towards your son instead of trying to get back in the ring against these young bucks who could end up hurting you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Like Pacquiao's got skills, but at a certain point you got to know when to walk away
I'm
from the
going with
sport.
Pacquiao. Kind of being a cheater, still really taking motherfucker. I don't fuck
Conor
with
ain't
cheaters.
showed since he got caught. But he also hasn't fought at 147 either. He fought at 154, 152 his last two fights. Maybe his power ain't transitioning, but it's kind of a telltale when you were knocking people out, and then now you don't have that power after you got that steroid
Yeah,
controversy or the PED. I can't even call it steroids, whatever they found in the system. You know, I think he just got cleared by the BBB though. They cleared him. They just had a trial, so he should be fighting back in the UK. I would think by the summertime.
but he was
Uh,
supposed to be fighting Javante Davis, and then it switched.
yeah.
The
Well,
dude
Javante
was
ain't want that fight.
there.
He knew he'd tear Connor up. Like even if like to me, Connor at 147, what are they going to meet at 140? You know what I mean? Even at that weight, I just think Connor just isn't on that level of a Tank Davis yet.
Nah, not at all. Tank is definitely Tank. Nah, you're right. You're definitely right. You're right.
Man, all right, guys. You guys want to get into these big old fights this weekend, man? Who you guys got? Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou. Who you got, Big Spade?
Yeah, Joshua.
Yeah,
You got
Josh.
Joshua, but why?
Because he's just a real boxer. I'm not going with no MMA fighter
But,
over a boxer ever in my
but
life
though,
in a boxing territory.
but you know what? That dude Francis Ngannou, ain't nobody talking about his chin. That dude got an iron chin. That dude is
Yeah,
something, bro. His body's so solid. He really walking through hits and taking them on the chin like it's nothing. They cannot put him away. They can't.
Yeah, I ain't seen him
Never
though,
seen.
but
I ain't
I'm
never
who
going
you
with
seen
the
him
taking,
boxer.
box.
Twan? Who you
Um,
taking? Who you taking? AJ or Ngannou?
I, I'm gonna have to be realistic, and I'm gonna have to go
I'm
with
going with the
AJ.
MMA.
I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
with AJ, but I'm gonna say that Ngannou got a chance, man. I'm not counting him out.
Well, we all know Joshua has what I call glass chin. We've
And
seen
no
him get
heart.
knocked down plenty of times. The Kalinsko brother knocked him down. He got knocked down by White. He
Ain't got
got knocked down. He got beat by fat old Andy Ruiz.
yeah.
He got beat
That's
by an
nigga
out of
Jared
shape
Anderson
Andy
need to
Ruiz.
fight.
Yeah,
That'll be a good
and
test.
he got knocked out by him. So to me, if Ngannou lands one solid fucking punch, that could end that fight.
You
He
want me
is
to
what I call the new Wilder of boxing.
I'm gonna
He
tell you.
doesn't have the skill, but he has that fucking punch.
You want me
That's got to be a threat
but
to
he
anybody.
do got. I think he do got skill. I feel like what's gonna mess with AJ. This is why I give Ngannou a chance. AJ don't got heart to me. If AJ really see you pressing him and putting it on him, AJ shuts down mentally. He ain't gonna be able to. He gonna hit this guy with some of his best shots, and if he can't put this guy away, that's gonna mess with AJ mentally. I'm telling you.
I got a question, y'all.
Yeah.
How many pro fights do dude got?
One.
Who's that? Ngannou? One.
Yeah.
What?
So
Ngannou got one.
They need to let me go ahead and give me a little cab driver, get one good fight in and fight Terrence Crawford. Shit, he need a fight. Let me get that money. Let me make that money. They let motherfuckers do anything, bro.
Right. Only
That's
in
why
boxing.
boxing washed
Only
up.
in boxing.
That's why boxing be washed up. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. Anybody can fake this shit to do it, bro.
It's that. It's all about the dollar.
Too.
And
but I can't just go to the. I can't just go to the NBA, bro.
No, you can't do that in any other sport. Can you see a guy go? I mean, hold on.
A quarterback
hold on. We did see
Bo Jackson.
We did see Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders do it though. So we can't say it doesn't happen. Like we saw Bo go from the NFL to the Major League Baseball. Well, Major League Baseball to the NFL. We saw Deion go from the NFL to Major League Baseball.
Good point.
Outside of that, you don't see that in any other sport. You don't see a guy go from golf to basketball, right?
But I think the NFL and baseball is a transition that they both can make. But we don't see NFL going to the NBA.
Yeah. And
we ain't gonna see Steph Curry going to the NFL being Patrick Mahomes, and we ain't gonna see Patrick Mahomes going to Golden State being Steph Curry.
Patrick Mahomes got them birthing hips. He ain't going to dunk shit in the NBA.
But you did make a good point though. That was a good solid point. I like that point where you said we have seen people transition, but they had the background. I wonder if dude I don't know if dude got a boxing background.
Yeah, he got a boxing background. He had a
well, I can't say that. Well, he's a boxer then. If he got a boxing background,
he claims that was his first love. That's what he came up learning was boxing. Yeah. That's what he intentionally originally. That's what he wanted to do was boxing.
He always
his career led him to MMA.
He always, but in the MMA, he's not a wrestler. None. He's a top-notch striker.
I know that. Yeah, I know that for sure. Yeah.
If you get him on the ground, he's in trouble. But if you stand toe to toe, you don't stand a chance with the dude.
I feel like he a Wilder. I feel like he a Wilder. I feel like he a Wilder with better technique. I really think
and that's sad to say for Wilder, bro. That's sad to say. In the sport.
But I feel like Wilder can knock him out. Styles make fights because he's gonna walk into Wilder and he's a stationary target. That is Wilder.
Wilder's issue is Wilder needs to go back to being a fucking brawler, a street.
He needs to go back to being. He is not.
Wow. Yeah. That's what he needs to go back he's going out here with this. This monkey being a nice guy. That ain't you, bro. Go out there and be the killer that you are, bro. Go out there and
stupid.
Like get in there and like Mike Tyson. I'm gonna eat your babies and everything. That is who
Wilder sounds stupid.
It is because he just now it sounds super stupid. How you gonna hire?
Wilder should have tried to fight at 175. Bye, Wilder. He should have tried to go.
Hey, listen. He might do good at 175.
If he was 147, 154, 168, Wilder wouldn't even be a boxer. Guaranteed. He could get that shit out from the. He could get that shit out from the heavyweight.
He can get it out from the heavyweights because they stationary. That's
only for so long.
Well, Tyson Fury exposed it. He showed people that if you move, he ain't nothing.
But here's the thing. Even in those Fury fights, it was one or two punches from in the favor of Wilder. Even in those fights against Fury, he was 1-2 punches away from winning those fights. Besides the second fight wasn't that close. The first and third, he won the first fight, in my opinion.
He knocked him out.
Fury was out fucking cold.
Yeah.
That ref was over there
Ass rolled in the
smacking
back
on
of
his
his
face
head.
and shit and
Ass
waking him up. That fight was over. I believe he won that first fight. He definitely lost the second one, but he was 1 to 2 punches away from winning that third fight. He's got to go back to that same motherfucking dog that I'm a brawler, I'm not a boxer. And my brawling style gives me a better chance than my boxing style does because I don't know how to box. You don't have the footwork. He don't have the like the Parker fight. Like, how do you got the guy like Parker? He's getting so much hype for that fight against Wilder, and I watched Parker my whole pretty much his whole career. He's not that fucking guy, bro. He is not that guy. You're gonna see it against Zhang. Zhang's gonna fucking destroy Parker.
Zhang a beast though.
Zhang is a beast, bro. Yeah. Zhang, he just never got the shot. He's 40 years old. He's past that time, though. Yeah. I think that's what sucks for Zhang is that he never got that opportunity he should have got. And then I was never a Joyce fan. Joyce is stone foot, just like Parker was more of a stone foot fighter. A lot of those British fighters, man. I don't want to hate on the British fighters because they come in drones when you start to hate on them. Like, they'll be in your comment section like, you ain't shit, motherfucking cunt. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? But yeah, they don't like it. But the fact is that a lot of those guys aren't good heavyweights and shit like that. And they're like Joyce, never impressed with him. But yeah, I mean, without getting too far off track, yeah, we talked about the Joshua fight. Now and of course we talked about you guys I would favor Zhang over Parker. You guys got Zhang over Parker?
Yeah, I got Zhang.
I ain't gonna act like I know who these guys. I don't.
He's a big ass Asian dude.
Hey, my favorite, the heavyweights I know, Andy Ruiz. I like him. Jared Anderson, Wilder, Anthony Joshua, and Tyson Fury. I don't really know a lot of them.
Is Zhang a try? Zhang's got some.
No, I ain't saying I will. I'm saying I don't know. I couldn't. I sit here and laugh. I like I knew who to pick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I wanted to ask, Twon. Okay, I got a question for y'all before we even get on here. Name me y'all top 5. Okay, name me y'all top 5. Before Twon, I think Twon got to leave, so I'm gonna do this real quick. Nate, give me your top 5 fighters right now.
My top 5 fighters. I'm gonna go. Do it have to be an order?
No.
I'm gonna go. I go Tank Davis.
Yeah.
Devin. I'm gonna go number 1. I'm gonna go Devin Haney.
Nah, no order. No order.
All right, Devin Haney, Davis. I'm gonna go Bivol, David Benavidez, and Terrence Crawford.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Me, I'm on Crawford number 1. I'm going Inouye number 2. I'm gonna take Better Beeve at number 3 over Bivol because I think Better Beeve is about to put a whooping on Bivol. He's just too much. I like David Benavidez a lot, and then I gotta put Tank Davis in there. Like that.
I got Tank, Terrence, Shakur, Benavidez, and Abdullah Mason.
Man, y'all got to get hip to Inouye, bro. I know you. Have you seen?
Hold on, hey, Inouye definitely a dog, but he just ain't in them competitive. He ain't in them competitive weights yet. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
He in a whole nother league, man. He dominating so much, so it's really hard to see what he about because dude is like a Floyd. Like Floyd dominating.
Yeah.
Man, y'all ain't about to keep doing this. I can't wait to watch this. I can't wait till he fight somebody. I can't wait till he fights.
But right now, he ain't got nobody dominating.
He be cool boy Steph. So that's a good. That was a good one. But I don't think cool boy Steph was physically, mentally prepared, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I told you, Jeff. You have to. If I'm going to Japan, I'm going over there 90 days.
Oh,
my whole training camp gonna be in Japan.
The whole training camp. I'm going over there for a whole 5 motherfucking weeks.
I'm gonna learn how to talk. I'm gonna learn how to talk like you. I'm gonna learn how to walk like y'all. I'm gonna learn how to eat like y'all. All that. 2 weeks is not enough. 2 weeks is not enough. A month ain't even enough.
He was still tired, bro. He ain't know his time difference. He was still tired. That's what that
Come
was.
on, man.
Fulton? You talking about Fulton in that fight?
Yeah, boy stuff. Yeah.
Here's the thing that super impresses me about Inoue, bro. If you watch his fights, he doesn't fight a certain style. He fights to the style of the fighter he's fighting.
He does.
He knew Fulton was going to fight off his back foot, so he fought more aggressive and went to him. His fight after Fulton, he went toe-to-toe with a puncher and said, let's see who punches harder. And he punched harder than dude. But he fought. Just so weird to see this dude. He just adapts to the style of who he's fighting, bro.
But his body jab is like a right hand. That dude body jab is ridiculous. Inoue got one of the hardest body jabs I have ever saw. Like where he stabbed you to the body, man, it's loud. And it hurt people. He hurting people with a body jab. Like that body jab up with the right hand, that's what's killing him. His jab is
all day. It's low, go high.
Man, that stab jab low that he hit people with, and then that up high right hand, they both about the same power. For some reason, he's trying to generate.
Big Spade, you got to get hip to Inoue, my guy.
I'm hip.
You know, I ain't gonna hype nobody unless they're that motherfucking level. Like I told you,
we got to keep coming to Japan and shit. Waking up at 2 in the morning to see your fight. Fuck all that.
3 a.m. in the motherfucking morning, bro. I'll be up watching Inoue, tired as hell. I've been working 5 a.m.
Sleepy, man. No fighters sleepy, man. They fighting sleepy, man, for real.
Hey, and I'm telling you right now, every Japan fighter has studied Floyd Mayweather. Look at their style. They're quick. They're fast. They all try to fight like Floyd over there. Yeah. I feel like they just got one training video, and it's Floyd Mayweather, and they all watch him. Like, just Inoue would probably be the exception out of all of them. But, you know, the rest of them, I don't know. I do like that Juno Nakatani. He was all right.
Dude got his own style, though, man. Inoue is just, he a monster, man. I respect him. I respect what he doing. It ain't no, he in a whole class of his own, man. And he just so good because he dominating these guys. Somebody got to drop down to fight him. Because somebody, somebody got, if we want to see him in a real banger, somebody going to have to drop down.
Who'd you mention, Big Spade? You mentioned a dude a couple weeks ago that fought, and you said, how would he do against Inoue? Who was it? He was on ESPN undercard. We're super impressed by Shushu Carrington. How's Shushu doing against Inoue, Twon? Answer that. I said he gets tore up. I done told Spade. I said he gets exposed.
Going to Inoue weight, going to his hometown, Inoue gonna eat him alive.
Yeah, that's exactly how I thought. And we know how good Shushu is.
Yeah, Shushu a dog. But anyway,
I think he just need a couple more fights. And don't go over there. Don't go over there, Shushu. Do not do it.
Nah, he got to go over there. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be, he got to go to him. He got to drop down to his weight. Man, that dude going to eat him.
They already the same weight.
Yeah, but he got to do too much to get to him, man. Dude going to eat him alive, man.
I ain't saying right now, though. I ain't saying right now.
No, I said Shushu's got to get about 20+ fights in.
Yeah, dude.
That's when I think he'd be ready for him. When he gets up to that 20+ fight level, he's had plenty of experience. He may have faced a few veterans, but I don't think you could ever prepare for a guy like Inoue, bro. Like I said,
he's knocking people out, man. He's a great finisher. He's fast. He got a great stab jab. He go down, go up. He's fast. He moves feet. You can't trap him. He can cut off the ring. He can walk you down. It ain't nothing. He can't.
His speed. Like you can't explain the dude's speed. Like when I say you can go back here and he's like Flash Gordon, bro.
He really knocking guys out. He really
cannot get on
he really got that Gervonta Davis one punch power, man.
Yeah, and power too. You can't get on your bike and backpedal against him. He'll cut that motherfucking ring off, corner you, and beat your ass, bro. Like he's a beast, bro. Like he's unreal. Shit, man. I ain't got much more to talk about, man. Y'all got anything you want to bring up? Any news you guys want to talk about? Any fighters y'all want to talk about?
I think it's a wrap up for me, man.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I appreciate y'all having me on here, man. It was an honor, man, just to be on here and talk boxing, something I love. So,
hell yeah. Sure. Hey, anytime you want to join us, let Big Spade know. Absolutely. Let me know. Reach out. You got my email now. Absolutely. Reach out to me on email. I'm on Facebook under Jeff Foltz. You know what I mean? You can hit me up on there. And anytime you want to be on, man, we'll have you on, bro. Like I love like-minded people talking about the same shit. That's why I brought my boy Spade in. I've been doing this since last April. I started it last April. I started out as the sweet science, and then I changed it to bourbon and boxing for more of a marketing thing. Get that out there. Plus, I like my bourbon, but I changed it to that. The whole time I started this show, I only had one other dude in mind to be my co-host. That was Big Spade. I was like, my dude. Me and him met at UPS, and we knew immediately we was boxing minded motherfuckers. We love this sport. So we love bringing people in that love it, man. And anytime you want to be on, feel free to join us every week if you want, man.
And the
I'm
way
happy to bring open a third person, bro.
Sir, and hey, like I said, Spade, man, he definitely know his boxing, man. He analyze it down, and the way he break it down, I got to give it your respect, brother. You be knowing what you talking about when these guys step in that ring. Abdullah, Terrence Crawford. Hey, I don't even.
Oh yeah, he hit me to Caleb Plant. He hit me to Plant. I didn't know shit about Caleb Plant until Spade hit me to him, and I was like, "Hold on, let me check this dude out." And I was like, "Okay." But that's the whole reason I bring him in. That's because I know my dude knows his shit. You know what I mean?
And I
like
a whole bunch of motherfuckers. I don't know. I need to do my research. I need to do my research, my homework. God damn, I be naming motherfuckers. I be like, who the fuck is that?
You ain't doing. Hey, you gotta go watch.
Like I told you, man. I started getting into the European.
I'm here to anyway, though. I just say so. Bro. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's what I heard. Like,
go watch Zhang too, though. Go watch that heavyweight Zhang.
Yeah. Watch Zhang a little bit. Don't watch the Joyce fights. I don't tell you shit about Zhang. Yeah. Joyce is such a stone foot fighter. Like Zhang has a nice arsenal. Uppercut, inside game. He's got a nice jab to him. He's got way more to it. Don't watch the Joyce fight. Actually go watch the Hrgovic fight. Zhang and Hrgovic. Yeah, that's the motherfucking fight. How those two ain't fought already for a second time is that should have been on the undercard of Joshua. Shouldn't be Parker. It should have been Zhang Hrgovic, who is a mandatory to the WBC belt.
After this fight, though, I think he is getting Anthony. If Anthony Joshua win, it will be Zhang versus Joshua. I think so. That is what
that'll be a good one for Joshua, bro. That'll be a good one.
They fought in the Olympics. He beat Zhang to win the gold medal.
Really?
Yeah, Zhang was Zhang was the one that lost to Joshua in the Olympics.
Nice. Yeah. And so like I said, Hrgovic is somebody's. Hrgovic's the mandatory for the IBF. That they're trying to unify the heavyweight right now. He's a mandatory for the IBF, so they're saying he should be in next in line for Fury versus Usyk. After that, all that goes down, that rematch and all that other shit. Hrgovic is supposed to be in line for that. I'd love to see Hrgovic and Zhang fight before that to line up who should be in line next.
Yeah,
no doubt. But hey, man, like we say, this is Bourbon and Boxing, man. You wanna lead us out, Big Spade?
Man, Bourbon and Boxing, man. Like I always say, man, like, subscribe, comment, man. Show that love. You ain't got to be a hater. Don't take that much time to put your finger on like and subscribe, man. All it do is take a little flick and a click, baby. Yeah, get us popping. Like, share, subscribe, baby.
No motherfucking better, bro.
You know
no better. Sure. All right, man. like he said, I can't say anything else. He said it all. This is episode 52, baby. We got a 52. Special guest. We told y'all we was doing nothing but big things this year, bro. I came into the new year. I said, Bourbon and Boxing is going to the next motherfucking level. The only way it's going there when I get my co-host Big Spade on with me. We're going to take this shit to the next level. We got our boy Twon on here. He's invited back anytime he wants on this show, baby.
All you got to do is hit us up.
Straight up. Open invitation, man. Loved having you on. I could tell right away you know your shit. You're in the amateurs, bro. Yeah. Like I said, we're going to start getting to these gyms, man, start doing interviews, shit like that with these guys. Yeah. Only big thanks for Bourbon and Boxing, man. Thanks anybody and everybody for joining us, man. Tune in every week, man. Big Twon, you got anything you want to say?
I was going to say, man, you said you was going to get in these gyms and start doing interviews. There's some gyms down here I'm messing with in Indy, so it's actually some pro fighters down here that's real known as well, so. Hey,
yeah.
Put it in their ear, man. Put the bug in their ear. So
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Make sure they catch
the
show too, man.
I will, man. You know, I
for sure, man.
Absolutely, man. Hey, guys, thank you guys for joining us, man. Or being part of this shit, man. This is awesome, man. This is where I've been wanting to go with it. And man, thanks everybody for joining. Big Spade said everything that needed to be said. Just hit the like button, bro. Hit that subscribe button. It ain't hard. It ain't hard.
A
All right,
little
man.
click. You slide up and down on your phone all day anyway.
Yeah. Hey, and you guys can catch this episode Friday morning. I'm going to release this about 7 a.m. I'm going to go do some editing. As soon as I get off here, we're going to do some editing for the show, and we're going to drop this before Friday morning because those fights happening over in the UK are going to be 1 o'clock here in the States. So the big fight's going to be by 5 o'clock. So I'm going to release this as early as I can on YouTube. So tune in. Let everybody know, guys. Join us, man. And thank you guys once again for another episode of Bourbon and Boxing, man. I'm your host, Jeff.
Big Spade.
And Twon.
Yeah.
That's right, man. Thank you guys for joining us.